Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Storytime. How are you doing today? It's kind of gloomy outside. If you remember last week, it snowed. And now we've had a couple really rainy days, and it's a little cooler than what it's been. And we're kind of, in a sense, hiding out in our homes so we can be safe. So, what do you think we're going to talk about this week? What book do you think we're going to read? How about we read a book called Hiding? See here? There's a cat hiding. Puff. That must be the cat's name. Puff likes to hide in the box. Can you see the box? I know most cats that I've met they like to hide in boxes. I know I used to have a cat that would hide in those long boxes that like 12 cans of pop would go in. They really like to hide in there. I don't know how they fit, but they like to hide. Puff, remember Puff is the cat. Puff likes to hide in the bag. Have your cats ever hidden in your grocery bags? I think I've seen a cat hide a time or two in a grocery bag too. It's pretty funny. Puff likes to hide in the closet. Can you guys see where Puff is? I know it's a little hard. I think I see Puff. Is that a tail hanging out of that closet? I think Puff's in the closet. Puff likes to hide behind the chair. Okay, so here's the chair. And where's behind? Is this behind? No, that's in front. Is this behind or is this behind? No, that's beside. Way back here is behind. Do you see Puff's tail hanging out behind the chair? Puff is hiding behind the chair. Puff likes to hide in the basket. You guys have baskets for your cats sometimes? Like a little bed they can sleep in? Look here. Puff is hiding in the basket. And just his tail's sticking out again. Puff likes to hide under the bed. Oh, here's a direction again. Under. You remember how we talked about in front and beside and behind the chair? Well, this time we're going to talk about under and over and next to. So if Puff was up here laying right here, he would be on top of or above the bed, right? Is that under the bed? No. If he was on either side, that is next to or beside the bed. If he's down here at the end, that means he's at the end of the bed. But we're looking for under. Where do you think under the bed is? I see a tail. There's Puff's tail. Puff is under the bed. Puff likes to hide in the bed too. Oh, so here's another direction word. If we're on top, that means we're on top of the blankets, above the blankets. He's not under the bed anymore because there's no tail there, right? And he's not next to or beside the bed. And he's not at the bottom or the foot of the bed. He's under the blankets. So really, he's above the mattress, but below the blanket. So he's inside the bed. He's like sandwiched. What do you guys think of our story today? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. So I have one more book for you. This was called Hiding. How about we talked about beds and chairs and things like that. And that's furniture. And we can have furniture in our room. This book is called My Room. He looks a little surprised, if you ask me. What do we find in our rooms? We usually have a bed. Do we have a dresser? Where we store our clothes? So we have clothes. Sometimes we have bookshelves and rugs and toys and a place to store our toys and pictures on the walls. Let's see what he has in his room. I like my bed. And there is a picture of his bed. That's a pretty cool bed. And he's sitting on his bed. He's got planets on his sheets. And on his pillowcase, there's ships. That's pretty cool. And his other pillowcase has stars. Oh, I like my books. Do you guys have books in your rooms? Do you read bedtime stories with your moms and your dads? Or maybe you can read them to yourselves. He must really like planets. I just noticed he has a book on the Earth and on the moon, and I bet this one's on the sun. Or maybe Saturn, because I see some rings there, and Saturn is the planet with the rings. I like my lamp. Oh, that's important to have in your room. Some kind of light. You can have a ceiling light, or you can have a lamp. And this one has little stars and planets on the lampshade. And it looks like there's a rocket ship. That's the base. That's a pretty cool lamp. I like my chair. Oh, we kind of predicted he'd have a chair. And what's that got on it? Moons and stars. Have we figured out what he really likes yet? I like my toys. Oh, I bet you guys have toys in your room. Look at his. There's a NASA space shuttle. And it's got its fuel tank and its jet engines. He must really like spaceships too. I like my picture. Oh, we also said something about a picture too. And this picture, he's pointing to an astronaut in the astronaut spacesuit that's hovering over a planet. How cool would that be? I like my bear. Do you guys have a teddy bear? Or maybe something you sleep with that kind of brings you a little bit of comfort? Kind of makes you all snuggly and relaxed. I know my boys did. I did too. Mine was a blanket, and it was green, and it was fuzzy, and it was soft, and it had some satin at the top of it. And I called my blanket my softie. This little boy's teddy bear is dressed in an astronaut suit. That's pretty cool. I like my room. Let's see what we can find in his room. Here is his bed. And here is his chair. And here are his toys. And right here are his books. And his picture with the astronaut hovering over the planet. Remember, I said something about a bookshelf? And somewhere to keep your toys. And look, he's got a planet rug down here too. And planet curtains. And a planet mobile. And he's holding his teddy that's dressed like an astronaut. I bet he really, really likes his room. A room sometimes can be a safe place for us. It can be a place that's quiet, and we can think, and we can just have our own little space. And we can play with our toys, and sometimes we can invite our friends and our family to come in our room and play with us. And we can share our toys and our books. And we can talk to them about the pictures on our walls. I know we can't really necessarily do that right now unless you have brothers and sisters. But you know what? You can always get on or ask your mom and dad to get on their phones and maybe FaceTime or send a video message to your grandmas and grandpas and explain to them why you think your room is so cool and what you like about it. So until next week, I wish you guys well. Have a great week. We have craft time coming tomorrow if you wanted to join us, and the link is going to be put on our Facebook page. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.